Alright, so the Yankees haven't had a player take home MVP since Alex Rodriguez in 2007. And of course, we all know Erin Judge was brutally robbed in 2017. I've made a video on that if you haven't seen that already. I'll put a link down to that in the description. But anyways, for today's video, I wanted to take a look at 4 Yankees that I believe could be in contention for American League Most Valuable Player in 2020. Now, the order of this video is going to go from least likely to most likely. So the first guy that I name in this video is who I believe has the least likely chance out of these 4 to win MVP. And then the last guy, not only does he have the highest chance, but he's also my legitimate pick to win MVP. But real quick, if you are new, make sure you do subscribe now. This is the #1 channel on the platform for Yankees content. But yeah, with that all out of the way, let's get into the video, starting off with the least likely, but definitely still possible, Gerrit Cole. Now, because he is a pitcher, I of course have him as least likely to take home MVP this year, but it definitely cannot be ruled out. We've seen 2 pitcher MVPs over the last decade, with Justin Verlander winning in 2011, and then Clayton Kershaw 3 years later in 2014. Now, here's a quick callback to those seasons from Justin Verlander and Clayton Kershaw, where they both won MVP in their leagues. Verlander, he went 24-5 with a 2.40 ERA in 34 games started, a 172 ERA plus, meaning he was 70% above league average on the pitching side of things. Kershaw in 2014, he went 21-3 in just 27 games started, didn't even hit 200 innings, but he did have a 1.77 ERA, a 10.8 K per 9, and was 97% above league average. So yeah, a season like that is not out of the realm of possibility by any means for Gerrit Cole. I mean, look at his 2019 numbers. He went 20-5, not that win-losses matter whatsoever, but look at that 2.5 ERA, 185 ERA plus. That puts his 2019 season, it means he was even better than Justin Verlander was in 2011, because he had a 172, Verlander did in 2011. Cole, look here, 185. Talk about possibility, yeah, there's Mike Trout, and he's really going to be the main roadblock for any of these players, but Gerrit Cole, we know he's capable of putting up a season like Verlander did in 2011. The real reason I believe Verlander won is probably because of the 24 games that he won. Win-loss matters even less today than it did 10 years ago, so could it happen? Yes. Will it happen? Probably not, but I don't think anybody could really disagree with me putting Cole on this list. All right, moving on to the third most likely Yankee to win MVP in 2020, we have Glaber Torres. With a couple real big solid seasons finally under his belt, the now 23-year-old Glaber is getting closer and closer to his prime, and an MVP award does seem very likely to come for him over the next decade. It may not be just yet in 2020, but similar with Cole, you just cannot rule it out. If Glaber can increase his OBP and make a more positive impact defensively while still maintaining his insane power, you're looking at a player who could compete for MVP for years to come. As you guys can see here, Glaber Torres had a great season in the power department. He hit 38 home runs, slugged .535, overall had a 128 OPS plus, meaning he was 28% above league average. If he can just increase that on-base percentage, as you guys see, 337, that is a little bit low. We'd like to see him bump that up. And also his defense is not great. Now, it's not necessarily bad, but I would like him to take a leap in that department as well. Glaber Torres, he is still young, so maybe not just yet in 2020, but like I just said, do not be surprised if we see him win an MVP or 2 over the next decade. All right, moving on to our second most likely Yankee to win MVP, we have Giancarlo Stanton. Now, this one hardly needs any explaining, as we were all aware that just a couple years ago, Stanton took home MVP of the National League after crushing 59 home runs and posting a WAR over 7. And also, if you didn't see my video the other day, the most respected baseball projection system, Steamer, actually has Stanton hitting 48 home runs in 2020. So the real factor here, it does come down to health. If Giancarlo can play 145 plus games, do not be surprised if he is in the running for MVP. Of course, however, he is coming off a year where he played just 18 games, did have a 138 OPS plus in those 18 games, but if you want to look at a more lengthy recent sample size, 2018 in 158 games, had a 343 on base, slugged over 500 at 509, 38 home runs, a 130 OPS plus, had a WAR of 4. Once again, if Stanton can just stay healthy for 145, 150 games, I think we're looking at a lock, a no-brainer for a player that will at least be in the top 10, top 15 for AL MVP voting by the end of the year. All right, so with those 3 guys all out of the way, 3 guys who, by the way, should legitimately be in the running for MVP if all things do go well. With those guys all out of the way, I'm going to be giving you my actual pick, my legitimate pick to win MVP in 2020. We have Erin Judge. Okay, so I am telling you guys that if Erin Judge can stay healthy for 150 games, the only roadblock to MVP he'll have will be Mike Trout. As I've made clear countless times, Judge deserved MVP over anyone in 2017. I mean, just look at the stats here. 422 on base percentage, 627 slugging, an OPS over 1,000, 52 home runs, a 172 weighted runs created plus, a 430 weighted on base average, and a WAR over 8. Now, of course, his only issue since then has been his health, but his level of play is still elite, and not just his offense, but also his defense. In just 102 games last year, Judge led all outfielders with 19 defensive runs saved, despite playing significantly less time. And then, if you look at ultimate zone rating per 150 games played, he led all players, not just outfielders, all players, with a rating of 24.2. Yes, that's better than Mookie Betts. Yes, that's better than Byron Buxton or Mike Trout. If you guys are not aware, defense is heavily factored into the calculation of WAR as well. So if Judge can just stay healthy and produce offense similar to his 2017 season, you're looking at a player that is not just the number 2 best player in baseball next to Mike Trout. I'm saying he could rival Mike Trout as the most impactful player in all of baseball. Yes, I know that is a hot take, but this has just become so frustrating for me because I'm telling you, I know if Erin Judge can just stay healthy for a 150 game season, you guys will all see. And I know a lot of you guys are with me on this, but I know there's also a lot of doubters. You guys will see how good of a player this guy is. There will not be any more questions on whether or not he is a top 5 player in baseball. You guys all will see. Once he plays a full season, you guys will see. So yeah, that is my pick for most valuable player of the American League in 2020. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do disagree with me about anything or agree, make sure you do comment down below with your opinion on the topic. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Subscribe if you are new. All my social media will be down in the description below. Be sure to like the video if you have not already. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Let's go Yankees.
Her body's gold like September. She burns through the night like an ember. And all those things we tried forgetting, I remember. But we say we all fine, we all fine. Sunny day dreams and we up now. Vodka lemonade, I serve it up, it goes down. 75 degrees in a dope sound. All you need to live fine, to live fine. A little sunshine cause she needed. A dose of rainfall in the evening. The waves crash down